What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Christian Hanna Horror here today. We're going to get 2021 popping with some lists. You guys like the list? I like making the list. Okay, so last year I started episode 1, 5 horror sequels that I love, and we're going to rock into episode 2. Now, I'm going to come at you guys with some more, not obscure, but just different. I'm going to come at you guys with some different titles. And I'm going to try to theme each episode. It'll be tough, but I'll do it that way. And can we all agree that, like, you know, it doesn't always have to just be part 2s. This one is all part 2s, but like if I want to have some that have part 3s or whatever, I know those are technically like franchises, but they're still sequels, so we'll start to get some variety in here in this series. But without further ado, I'm going to jump right into this. And the cool thing about doing these is, you know, it's like I can give you mini reviews of 5 movies in one episode, so there's more recommendations. So let's get into it. Number 5 is a movie that I absolutely love. Now, this is a Synapse Blu-ray. I think they're coming out with a 4K steelbook of this right now. Demons 2. Now, this is an all-time favorite of mine. Demons 2 is pure 80s awesomeness. Now, I love to death the first Demons. I do. But Demons 2 hits it on the head for me. It's got a little bit of comedy to it. There's some awesome demon babies in here. The soundtrack is out of this world, guys. I'm an 80s fan. You guys know my favorite genre of music specifically is 80s hard rock. The Cult is in here. Now, when I hear the Cult in this movie, I stand up. I get off of my seat. I love it so much. Now, this picture moves around a little bit more. The first one takes place in the theater. The first one's amazing. This one moves around a little bit more. I like that. I like that they didn't try to recreate the first one again. They did their own thing with it. Love this movie. Don't sleep on Demons 2, guys. I really think you guys would enjoy this film just as much as I did. If you haven't seen it, please go out of your way to check out Demons 2. Absolutely love Demons 2. Coming up at number 4 is one of the this is considered the best, worst movie ever made. I love this film. Now, hear me out. This film should be watched with buddies. Or if you can't have nobody with you watching it, try to get with a buddy online and say, hey, dude, let's watch this together. Let's have a good time. This is one of those movies. I love it. Troll Frickin' 2. I agree. I think it is the best, worst movie ever made. Now, unfortunately, this is out of print, but if you have a region-free player, you can get this movie, you know, overseas if you want like a collector's edition Blu-ray. If not, you can get Troll 2. You just can't get this double pack from Scream Factory. You can get a Blu-ray of Troll 2. So if you want that, get it. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen Troll 2, please make this a notion, write it down to witness this film. It's the greatest, best, worst movie ever made. Directed by Claudio Fragasti, one of the greatest Italian filmmakers on the planet. And I mean that seriously. He has done classics like Zombie 4, half of Zombie 3, Monster Dog, starring Alice Cooper. He has done classics like Troll 2. This is his calling card movie. The documentary Best Worst Movie is amazing. Go out of your way to watch that as well about this movie. Watch the movie first, then watch the documentary. Your mind will be blown. You can get a Blu-ray of Troll 2, though. Just go on Amazon and get it. But that Scream Factory set is unfortunately out of print. All right, coming up next is just a beautiful film. Okay, this film is beautiful. Our number 3 pick for this video. I love this film. I'm showing you the weird side of Christian Hanna Horror on this video, but that's fine because we all go a little weird sometimes. Howling 2. I love Howling 2. I love the first 3 Howlings with a passion. You know, this is a movie that, you know, when I first saw Howling about 10, 11 years ago, I fell in love with that movie, and I said, I can't wait to see Howling 2. I put on Howling 2, and I watched it, and I was like, what is this? This is not what I was expecting. But as you can imagine, I would watch it a few more times, and I would be like, you know what? I love this movie. So, Howling 2 is a wild film. It's not for everybody, but I think it's for you. So, if you're a horror fanatic, and you love The Howling, and you just want to see something different, believe me, Howling 2 could be your film. I love it. I just love Howling 2. I don't know what else to say. It's one of my favorites. Unfortunately, this is out of print as well, but if you have a region-free player, you can get The Howling 2 by Arrow Video. But you can probably find a DVD of Howling 2 on Amazon too. But trust me, give this a shot and just go into it expecting anything. So, there you go. Number 2 for me is, this one's a little more mainstream, I guess. I don't know. I love Puppet Master 2. Now, here's a film that gets darker and brings in like classic horror style elements to it. You know, you've got this paranormal team going to Bodega Bay, and the puppets are there. But in the beginning of the movie, they resurrect Andre Toulon in the greatest scene, quite possibly in the whole franchise. I love the fact that they reanimate Andre Toulon in Puppet Master 2. What a great way to open the film. And Andre Toulon in the film, when he takes the bandage off his head, freaks me out. This is a great sequel. It's a dark sequel. It's a very dark sequel. It's darker than the first one, I kind of feel. Although the first one is my favorite, this is a great sequel. What a great sequel. Puppet Master 2, guys. If you haven't dove into the Puppet Master films, definitely go to at least 5, and then you could probably hold off, but definitely go for 2. What a killer sequel. Wow. And my number 1 for this video is going to blow some of you away. I honestly can't recommend that this film is for everybody. I really can't. This film is really gruesome. But I watched these films. I wasn't even expecting to like these films, but as a physical media collector, I wanted to get these movies for due diligence. I wanted to get these movies for the collection to have them, because quite frankly, I think they're going to disappear one day, but they haven't yet. This is a movie called Necromantic 2. Yes, I never thought I was going to enjoy these films. Now, they are not films you just pop on when you want to have a good time. These are really insane films. But there's this certain, like, quality to it that I really enjoyed. And the experience I had with it when I watched these two was like, oh my God, wow, what is going on? This is bizarre. This is disgusting. And I liked 2 just as much as 1, quite frankly. I don't know. Maybe there's some fans out there for this series. If you're just somebody you want to see something that's really going to blow your mind and get disgusting, check out these movies, Necromantic and Necromantic 2. If you're squeamish and you don't like seeing disgusting stuff, you don't have to. But I'm here to tell you that, like, I went for it, not expecting to like it at all, and I thought they were actually kind of cool. So, if you want to check these out, I say go for it. You can always turn it off if it's too much for you. But I like the second one just as much as the first one. So I figured, you know what, now's a better time than ever to talk about Necromantic 2. So, guys, that's my top 5 for this episode. This is 5 horror sequels I want you to watch. 5 horror sequels I love, rather, Volume 2. We're going to try to theme these out, and each episode will have its own flavor and style. But for now, this is Christian Hanna Horror. Please let me know what should be in Episode 3 of Horror Sequels. Love you guys. See you next time.